And greetings. We're back again with our work from home show. It's Monday, and we are so thrilled to be here because we just love helping people find new work from home. Now, with all this virtual stuff, it's become the normal to have a job at home. And we've got some wonderful things lined up for you today. So just know that we're here for you on our work from home show. And I'm Lady Lou, the baby boomer babe. And I see there's our Marian over there. Hi, Marian. She
Hello.
is she's our leader. She is natural curiosity. This is her whole world that she has created for all of us. And we love her for it. And she's a podcaster and she writes and she does all kinds of wonderful things with technology. And we have a very special guest with us today, Sandra Fry. She is an identity and personal and professional coach. So we're going to hear more from her too today. So I'll let you take it over, Marion.
You'll let me take it over. I feel honored. Thank you very much. Oh, I love to hear how Lady Lou introduces me. She typically will call me the technical wizard or something like that. And I'm just like, all I can see is like this wizard behind the curtain, making the machines.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, the Wizard of Oz.
yes,
So yeah, I'm a technical wizard, all right. I'm making the buttons spin around and stuff.
she
But
does.
don't look behind that curtain because you never know what you're going to see. Oh my goodness. I just love this show. Work from home. I talk to people almost every day who knows somebody who just got laid off or who's looking for work. I interviewed somebody this morning that works in the pharmacy industry, pharmaceutical industry. And she used to go into hospitals to do her promotions and to get people interested in their pharmacy. And she can't do that anymore. So we were talking about how can she, get to the people that need her the most.
Mhm.
And so we were talking about digital and doing things online. If you can't go in person, what what other choice do you have?
That's true.
Well, let's think about it. What other choice do you have?
You got the internet.
You got the internet. You can send cards, and we just talked last week to send out cards. Callie
Tea garden.
Teagarden, and she was talking about how she uses not only the internet and her phone, but also sending personal cards. So after we met with her, I got a physical card in the mail, and she had taken a screenshot of us on the show, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh,
So you have a couple of different things that you can do to get to the people that really need to hear your information. But I think if you start with digital, you start with like video, like what we're doing now, then if you're in marketing, that is a great way to get to the people where they are, whether they're on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or some of the other places that I've never even heard of before. And let's face it, I'm a TikToker. You want to get my attention? Do some dancing on TikTok.
And when you started talking about a pharmaceutical person or a pharmacist and started talking about them working from home, I was wondering, I wonder how that works. So it makes a lot of sense that they could do TikToks.
Yes,
They really
right?
could do TikToks and post those on. Well, I guess you can share them now on Facebook too. I'm not a TikToker, so I don't really know how you can share them out to other platforms, but I've seen people share their TikToks on Facebook.
Yes,
oh,
it's very easy. I'm not creating TikToks, however, I am consuming TikToks. And people think, well, gee whiz, Mary, it's just a bunch of people dancing. No, it's not. If you're a friend of mine and you allow me to, I will send you some cute little tips and stuff on TikTok about gardening, about cooking, about home repairs. I mean, there are people on there doing just about anything. And what I love about it is it has to be 60 seconds or less. So you get it in bite size. And if you want to learn more, you can go to their website or you can go to their Instagram. They have it down. Let me tell you. Now, Lady Lou, give us an example of something I've shared with you that you found interesting on TikTok.
Well, it was about food and it was about pineapple. You know, what do you do with this big old pineapple with all these little spikes on it? And it showed how to cut the top and the bottom off, and then you score it one way, and then you score it the other way, and then you just pull out a piece. Now that's eating pineapple. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was really good. See, I share really cool stuff, and people my age and older are really getting into it. It used to be just the teenagers, and the older people weren't allowed on there, but we snuck on and we started doing things. So people are making money on TikTok. I want you to know that I know personally some people that are making money, and they're not necessarily making the money on TikTok, but they're doing what Sandra just said. They're sharing it out to other places like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, their friends, emails, because it's just a link. Let's face it, anything that's on the internet, you can have a link to it and send people an email or share it with them on Messenger. There's a lot of different ways to get to your audience with a link.
That's right.
I've not seen them shared on LinkedIn yet, but that makes a lot of sense. But
it's just a link.
It's brilliant.
But I have seen them shared on Facebook quite a bit.
Yeah. If you go to my LinkedIn, and I highly recommend that you do, if you go to LinkedIn and look me up, Marian LaSalle, and I would be happy to, include you in my community. It's not like, we're friends on there, but it is a connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see some of the stuff I share. Now, am I going to share cooking tips on LinkedIn? Probably not. It's going to be somebody who's got some tips on how to work your iPhone better, or how to do all kinds of photography tricks and tips. Oh my gosh, you could spend 20 hours a day watching all the people that have learned to get on TikTok and share their photography tips. I'm telling you.
There you go.
That's a really good idea. And we are friends on LinkedIn, Marian.
Thank you. Thank you. That's good. And Lady Lou and I are too. And Lady Lou posts a lot of great things. Now, she doesn't go to LinkedIn to post them. Tell us how you do it.
It's off of YouTube. They have the best share button of any platform I've ever found. It's right under the video, like under this video when you want to watch us. And it just says share like it does on Facebook. You punch it and this box pops up with at least 10 or 12 different platforms. And you just pick the one you want to send it to, and it sends it for you. You put a little message in it, and then you go back and you pick another one, send the message, put the video out there. And in like 3 minutes, I've sent it to 6 places.
Oh, that's really awesome.
There you go. So you see, you could connect with your audience with keywords and key phrases on TikTok. You could do a cute little video. And if you don't know how to do it, that's okay. You can learn. There's YouTube channels that show you how to do it. And you just create a cute little video. It's real short, 60 seconds, okay? And you're just teasing them enough or giving them enough information where they want to go and hook up with you wherever you are. So let's say you have a business and you want to share your stuff in a soft way, not a hard, buy my stuff. Great. You can do that by giving them tips, sharing it on TikTok, then sharing it out to all your social media platforms. Just like Lady Lou says, within a few seconds, she has shared it to Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook, and not only just one Facebook, groups and pages. And
3 and sometimes 4 Facebook pages.
Yeah. Now, I know some of you are going, okay, get off the TikTok thing, Marian, but I'm telling you, this is just the start, okay? Because there are places like YouTube who are now emulating that strategy of having a short, concise, little 30-second, 60-second video to demonstrate and show and to get your audience excited about what you're doing. So there's one now on YouTube, and I forget the name of it now, darn it. But it's there, and it's just like TikTok. It looks just like TikTok. Everything is done on your phone. It's really cool.
And I think people are more apt to watch something that's shorter anyhow, we're all so busy all the time. We have so much coming at us, so much information coming at us from all directions.
Yeah.
A 60-second video, people have time to watch that. In fact, I was just thinking as Lady Lou was talking about what she shares on LinkedIn, she should do a TikTok video and explain how to do that.
Well, I'll have to get Marian to do that. She's got the cell phone. I don't use a cell phone.
Can you believe it? She doesn't have a cell phone. Well, she has one, but it's in the yard. It's in a drawer
box
somewhere.
Well, we all have our boundaries. I can seriously, I can say that I only use certain social media platforms. I know there are some gurus out there that tell you to get on every platform that's available, and that's not for me. I am kind of intrigued with TikTok, hearing Marian talk about it, so I might have to check that out a little bit. But like, I was on Twitter for a while, but that's so not my platform. So I no longer go to Twitter, but I do Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, and but
okay, Sandra. So here's the deal. Since you're not afraid of the camera, you and I could literally. You're somewhere up north of Dallas area, right? You're in. Where are you?
I am southwest of Dallas.
Okay.
Odessa, Midland.
And I'm in Houston. Literally, Sandra and I could get on our cameras, like let's say whatever we do, like you Zoom or however we want to do it, and we could upload those into TikTok side by side, and I could be going, yeah, what she's saying, yeah, and she could be talking about something really cool, and I'm endorsing her. It's really, it's awesome. Okay, I got to just tell you, I'm a fan.
She's sold on it, and I love the one she sends me.
Mm-hmm.
Just like right now, we're not in the same location, and I can say, watch these two ladies, they're doing stuff.
Yeah, check out Sandra. Check her out.
Oh, and we love doing stuff.
All right, now I'm going to put Sandra's information up here because I know that right after the show, you're going to want to get a hold of Sandra. So I'm going to put her information up here for you. And, that's the behind the curtains type of stuff that we're doing. And let's see here. Sandra Fry.
Yay.
FRYCO.Sandra@gmail. And her website, sandrafry.com. That's easy. It's easy to remember.
Yep.
What I love about doing video is people can see your personality. They can tell that you're friendly, that you're not going to bite their head off, that you're not going to try to talk them into something they don't need. And so when you have your freebies, which we're going to talk about later, you can take advantage of that, knowing that, she's not going to try to sell you something, just get you on the phone, just try to say, have you ever been on a call like that? It's like, oh yeah, call me. Sure. And how many thousands of dollars is your program?
Yeah. There was actually a thing when I first started working from home back in early 2018, I started out with a virtual assistant business. That's how I started. I launched a virtual assistant business. And one of the things that a lot of people who were in multi-level marketing were doing was getting on the schedules of people who would put out their scheduling link, get on their schedule for a free discovery call. And then as soon as you got on the phone with them, they're trying to sell you something. That is such a huge turnoff to people. And if you're working from home, I don't recommend doing that to people. That's just not the right thing to do. That's not how to get people in your circle.
No.
Give them something instead. Don't try to sell. Don't jump at people trying to sell them something. Give them something. And like Marian said, I have a couple freebies on my website. There's no obligation. You're free to go there and access them. One is a completely free training. It's about 16 minutes long, so you want to set a little bit of time aside to do it. It's free training on navigating your self-talk. You just go in there, sign in, get the free training. You get it immediately. And the other one is 90 free journal writing prompts.
Now I got that the last time you were on our show. I got the journal props. So did Lady Lou, and we both, we talked about it. Oh my gosh, it is wonderful,
It
just
gets
wonderful. I highly recommend it.
it gets the juices flowing when you have a prompt.
Yeah, and I put them out there for people because I want to help other people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm in business for, is to help other people. I want to see them succeed, and I want to see them grow their own businesses and succeed personally. And the journal writing prompts, there's a particular way I ask you to use those prompts. Like if you pick just one prompt and journal about that, then 30 days later or 90 days later, go back and use that same prompt again and journal about it and see how you've grown in that time period.
Nice. Mm-hmm. And it's true, because it's like a river that flows past your property. You never see the same water twice. It's gone and new water coming in. It's the same way with our lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're not the same person every day. We change from day to day by our experiences. The more things we, that come into our life and we experience, it makes us different people. It makes us grow. If we use it right, it makes us grow as a person.
Oh, we talk about that every day, don't we, Lady Lou? Oh, we could look on all these things that poke at us and try to bring us down, and the money that goes out, and it can really play, head games with you. But we talk about each thing, even though it seems really bad at the time. We talk about what did we learn from that? What is the universe trying to teach us?
Oh yeah.
Don't we? That doesn't mean it doesn't still hurt. Like a friend, did something to you, and like, why would you? Yeah. No, what am I learning from this?
What's the lesson?
What's the lesson here? Yeah.
Okay,
okay, so I know that a lot of people come here to work from home show at 12 o'clock on Mondays so that they can get some ideas on how to get a job or create a side hustle or both. Some people want to start a business and they don't know where to start. So I want you to know that we're here for you. If you have any questions or if you have any ideas that you just want someone to strategize with, we'd be happy to talk to you about that, because that's why we are here today. That's why for 30 weeks we have been doing the show, right, Lady Lou?
That's right.
Because we want you working, if that's what you want. If you want to retire and sit in the rocking chair, okay. But if you don't, we're here for you. Whether you want to get in a van or a motorhome and travel around and be able to work, or you want to work from your home where you are right now, we want you to do that. So I've got a couple of ideas for you today, but I know that there are certain things that have to happen in order for you to work from home. And I'm going to give you an example of something that I did. I do take on some part-time jobs. I work for different companies and I do things. Sometimes I do things and I'm thinking, why did I take this? But anyway, for one company, it's a builder, and they asked me to, they recently built 60 homes in a subdivision, and they wanted me to call and order the electricity and the meters and all that. So I had to call not only Reliant, but I had to call, what's the other one? Centerpoint. Thank you. And every single person that I talked to, and believe me, I talked to more than 60, they all worked from home. And sometimes I could hear children in the background. Sometimes I could hear dogs barking. Sometimes I could hear the husband calling them, I could hear different things going on. So what I'm trying to get at here is, you can do this no matter what you do for a living. You can work from home, unless you're a doctor or somebody that has to be face-to-face with people. A dentist, I don't think you can work from home. Sorry. But all the people that are supporting those companies can work from home. So you want to set up your office. So Sandra, before I get into the two really good jobs that I have available for people, let's talk a little bit more about what you can do to set yourself up for success when working from home. Now, I just happen to know, because I saw your curtain moving behind you, that you have a beautiful doggie there.
Yeah, he's sleeping right now. But let me show you. Let me turn my full, if you can.
Yeah, look at the baby. Yeah.
He's taking a little nappy right now. Sometimes he tries to get on my lap while I'm talking to clients.
Sure, he thinks you're talking to him.
Yeah, they just love him. They'll say, oh, look how precious, he'll get right up here. He
Yeah.
has to make himself known. I also have a few cats, and one of them likes to get up right here. She likes to move herself. She weighs 20 pounds. She likes to get in front of the camera. She'll sometimes go over and walk on my printer, copier, fax machine and step on the buttons and dial the fax.
Yep. And Lady Lou has a big black cat that likes to just walk across the screen and then turn her butt so that she butt right up in there. And it's like, yeah, there you go.
Prior to working from home, my little baby boy here had to be crated all day long.
Oh,
He was just a puppy yet, and we couldn't leave him loose in the house. So being able to work from home was really a blessing because nobody wants to crate their dog all day.
no.
And especially a big dog, like little dogs maybe can make out a little bit better in a big crate, but he's a big dog, and in a big crate, he kind of fills it up, and there really wasn't much room for him. And of course, then when we get home, then he wants to spend all that energy that he's stored all day long while he's napping, and he doesn't get that out. Well, then he wouldn't want to sleep at night. He'd want to be up running around at night. So being home has been a real blessing for him. Having me here, I can take a few minutes break and go out in the backyard with him. We do stuff. I talk to him. I talk to my pets. If I'm doing a presentation, he gets to be here. He gets to hear it first. He's the first one.
Yes. Well, I want to get more into what it is that you do, but I want you all to know that I know that there's a setup process when you work from home. So she had to decide where she was going to have her camera in her home. How you're going to keep the dogs quiet during like a client presentation. I know you might have kids. And so I don't want you to think that we don't know that there's challenges. One suggestion is to find a place near you, like where I am right now, which is Office in America. It's a co-working space that has private offices. So I can work quietly alone. I don't have to worry about my dog. Oh my gosh, she is like, she's so sassy, okay? And she just wants what she wants when she wants it. And she's only 10 pounds, okay? She knows how to get her word across. Sometimes it's just too much. And if I have to meet, like I had a meeting with a client today, I wouldn't have wanted to do that at where I was. This is very important to me. So if you have something once in a while, it's by the hour. You can pay $20 for an office and come in and meet a client in a very secure, safe location like this, Office in America. I highly recommend it.
Those co-working spaces are amazing. They really are.
Oh, Karen is in the audience, and she knows what it's like to have the doggies at home. She's got a big, beautiful dog, and he loves his pets. We socially distanced, and I took a friend of mine over there who has Alzheimer's, and we were able to sit far enough apart with our masks on, and the dog just sat there, and she petted that dog till almost all of his hair was gone.
Oh.
Onto her clothes. It was fun.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes, thank you, Karen. I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get up a couple of the ideas that I have for you today. I think you're going to really enjoy this. So the first one I have is something that is not for everybody, of course, but if you love the internet and you don't mind sitting at the computer to do your work, there's a company called Fancy Hands. Fancy Hands, if you have fast internet connection and the ability to use common websites and software, and you're good on the phone, this is a great opportunity for you. You can do research, and you just make phone calls for people on their behalf. So you're going to be scheduling their appointments, canceling their doctor's appointments, doing all kinds of things like tracking down the best price for something, finding hotels. Is kind of like a concierge, right? You can do data entry, and the pay starts around $7 an hour and goes up from there. And they get paid every week, and you can define your own hours. Now, this is a worldwide company, so they want someone who's available 24 hours a day. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be available 24 hours a day. I'm just giving you an idea that no matter when you want to work, you can work. Okay. So here we go. Fancy hands. Work for fancy hands. What's that, Sandra?
For some people, it probably works for them to work through the night. Like, say you have a spouse that works third shift and maybe you want to spend your days together. So working, setting up your time to work for a company like this, to work the same shift as your spouse would be really convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it's not a full-time gig. You can work when you want to. So I really want to talk to you about Glassdoor. You may wonder what that is. Okay, if you've never heard of it before, you can go on and find out how much people are getting paid and what people that have worked there before, what they're saying about the company. So I went to Glassdoor, and that's what this is. It's just a virtual assistant. They have about 20 different job titles that you could do for fancy hands, but I picked virtual assistant because I figure, a lot of people can do this. They can get on the phone or they can work on tasks on their computer, but they have other things. Fancy hands has other things that you could do. And so this is what they were saying that they get paid, between $800 and $1,000 a month, or $9 or $10 an hour, something like that, depending on the tasks that they're doing. That's not bad for working from home whenever you want.
Yes.
Y'all agree?
I do.
I agree. And the thing with being a virtual assistant is you start with what you know.
Yeah.
You often don't. I'm sorry about that. You often don't need to go about and learn a new skill to be a virtual assistant. Start with what you already know how to do.
Yeah. It may not be computer skills. It may be that you need to talk to them on the phone. You may need to call 20 people on their behalf. Look at the gig that I took from a construction company. All they wanted me to do was call Reliant and Centerpoint and order things. It wasn't hard. I didn't have to talk anybody into anything. I just had to call. So that kind of job you're gonna find that on Fancy Hands. And I love the name. Isn't that cute? Fancy Hands.
Uh-huh.
All right, so here's the next one. Wow. This one's interesting. And for some reason, I cannot find that information there. Okay, so I hid it from myself. All right, this one is an Amazon company. It's called Mechanical Turk. Amazon owns them. And I bet you didn't know that Amazon had a company where you could work from home on your computer, making money in your spare time, completing simple tasks. And I'm telling you, they have so many things that you could do. I just put a couple up there. Let me see. I have the list here. Let me tell you what it is. Removing duplicate content from business listings, identifying incomplete or duplicate product listings in a catalog, verifying restaurant details such as phone numbers or hours of operation, converting unstructured data about locations into well-formed addresses, answering questions from a computer or mobile device about any topic, filling out market research or survey data on a variety of topics, writing content for websites, finding specific fields or data elements in large legal and government documents. Now, I'm just going to add a few more, and then I'm going to go on to something else. Editing and transcribing audio content, translating content from one language to another, rating the accuracy of search results, categorizing information based on instructions. And if I know Amazon, which I do, they're going to keep coming up with stuff. That is just a small list of the things that they want to pay you to do from your home on your computer.
Wonderful. Oh, I love it.
Okay, now I know that we have to talk about Sandra right now. So I'm going to let Lady Lou get the information from Sandra while I relax a bit.
Okay. Well, thank you for all the good information, Marian. I think there's going to be a lot of things that people would be interested in. So, Sandra, we're interested in you being an identity coach. Tell us what that means.
Well, I work with men and women who maybe have struggled with something in their life. Maybe they were a caregiver to someone and kind of lost themselves in the process, or they were in a bad relationship, or there's numerous things you could have dealt with. Maybe they've spent most of their life taking care of their family and then ended up taking care of their parents, and kind of had to put their own dreams and ideas and their own self, to the side, on the side shelf. But now they want to just rediscover who they are. And those are the people that I work with. People who they want to dig in, they want to decide, they want to determine their value, what their values really are, what they really believe, and weed out the stuff that's not important to them anymore.
Perfect. And it's so important to have an impartial person like Sandra instead of family or relatives or even friends, because they're going to poo-poo your idea because it wasn't their idea. This is your way and your thinking and your desires. So Sandra's there to support you in that.
That's so true. Friends and family can try to share what they think you should do, instead of having somebody who's really in your corner, who's saying, no, this is what you decide. This is what you want. You get to decide for yourself your boundaries, what you want to believe about yourself and how you want to live. Those are your choices. And that's where I come into play. I'm that person who's in their corner.
Right. And you pull that out of them, because a lot of times we don't know it's even there. And all of a sudden the daylight comes on and, oh, I've been wanting to do that forever. And now you have someone on your side to help you.
Yes. Yeah. I don't tell them how to live. A lot of people get a little confused about what a coach does. I don't tell them how to live. I help draw out what they want for their life and help them bring those ideas and those thoughts to the surface.
Perfect. And then do you give them like homework or what?
I give them activities that they can do to learn to be, to set boundaries with others and things like that. Yeah, we have some activities that we have to do.
Wow. Is it a set time or a course that they go through?
No, it's just one-on-one coaching. I have one package that I offer to people. It's 4 sessions. If they need more than 4 sessions, then we just go to another package. I do four 60-minute sessions, and usually, if you're not seeing results by the 4th session, then we're probably not the right people to be working together.
I see.
Now, I have on the screen, get Sandra's free training on navigating self-talk. Learn how to create a healthy inner dialogue. And this 15-minute training video is packed with value. It really is. And she has another freebie, which I've already gotten, the 90 journal writing prompts. That is fantastic. Tell us a little bit about your freebies.
Well, for the navigating self-talk, you just go to my website. You'll pick the tab that says free training. Go in there and you can access that training. For the 90 journal writing prompts, they're totally free. You go to my website, it's right on the homepage, sign up for them. They'll come right to your email inbox.
Perfect. And those are gifts. There's no strings attached. That's beautiful.
No strings attached to them at all. You're not required to buy something to get them. They're there. Great. They're there for people to access.
Thank you. Now, we did have a comment in the audience. It's from Peggy Moore. She says, Mechanical Turk sounds like fun. You'll find some really interesting work from home jobs. I agree. I never heard of it before. Have you?
No, I've never heard of it.
No, it's the best kept secret. Amazon, that's huge. They're going to always have work for people, and you don't have to go into a place to do it. Thank you so much, Sandra, for joining us today. And Lady Lou, you're just always so chipper and happy. I just love working with you.
Oh, thank you. You're wonderful, too. And so is Sandra. We so appreciate her coming on.
Well, thank you, ladies. I love being here again today.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Remember, we're live every single time that we need to be. I bet you if you go to YouTube and you look up us on your computer, that you're going to find a video that's just perfect for what you need that day. Whether you need to work from home, or you need to talk to an expert about something, or you just want to reset your life, you're going to find all kinds of great and wonderful things. And you can see Sandra's other video that we have up there as well, so you can get to
Good.
know her even better. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again very soon.
Remember to subscribe over on YouTube.
Yeah, and share this work from home with your friends who need a job. I talk to people every day that said, well, I didn't know anything about this show, Marian. Well, we've got to tell people about it, okay? Share it with your social media friends, your neighbors. Everybody's got knows somebody who needs work right now. We have 30 weeks worth of links and talking about ideas that you could do from home.
Perfect.
Bye for now.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Thank you.